All right, we're back, everybody. How's it going? Not really, like kind of a messy room right now. So I tried to point the camera away from the mess next to me, but you can kind of see my laundry bag. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Yeah. I've had a pretty eventful weekend. Well, Saturday at least. How's it going here at Wembley Stadium? We're gonna start. The game's gonna start soon. We got the Orioles versus the Cowboys. I don't even know enough about baseball to make up fake names. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty eventful weekend. Just to let you guys know, a little update with the guy in his room. I know what you guys are wondering. What is the guy in his room update? What's the weekly update? What's he up to? What is he up to? What is the guy in his room up to? Fuck. Is he up to the guy in his room?
The Guys update. The weekly update from the guy. What happened? What events transpired? What did he do? What is his feelings for the week? All this and more will be answered. Well,
To be honest with you, okay. Took me a while to turn all those off. Yeah, I got in a little car snafu. I rented a car. I went to see my family this weekend, like, kind of because it's my birthday. Well, it was last week, so I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's your birthday. Big fucking whoop. Big deal. What do you want us to do? You know? It's like, oh, it's your birthday. Like, you expect, like, oh, hey guys, it was my birthday recently. Thank you. Thanks to you, everybody. But yeah, it was my birthday. But yeah, I went to see family this weekend, and I drove down. I rented a car, and I rear-ended somebody, which means I mooned them. Yes, I was driving. I pulled down my pants, showed a little cheek action, and the guy hit 50 cars. He just went down every lane, and he just hit every other car because he couldn't control himself. Once you see my ass, once you see my cheeks, it's all over. You can't control the amount of, like, horniness that comes. No, I did hit somebody. I rented a car, and I rear-ended a guy because, I mean, the traffic was really bad, and I mean, yeah, basically, I was like, one thing I will get out of this is, I guess I can tell the story on my podcast. I'm a bad, terrible storyteller. And I know if you think somebody's trying to be a comedian that would be good at storytelling, but you know what? Stop judging. Like, I don't need to have your, like, expectations of what you
think I should be or shouldn't be, okay? Just whatever. Like, I don't have to be a Mr. Storyteller to tell a fucking story on my own podcast, alright?
Yeah, but so I hit all the cars were. I was just like, coasting along. I think I had cruise control on, going like 70 or so, and then all of a sudden, apparently there was like, a ton of cars just stopped, and I don't know if like they all had it like, oh shit, I have to, I don't know if it was just me that didn't realize. It probably was though, and I don't know what I was doing. Maybe like looking at like um, the directions, or I don't know what I was doing exactly, but I think I was looking slightly down. I don't feel like I was looking like way out. I was totally so like distracted, but I did slam on the brakes and then hit the guy, and it was like, I don't know. I've had close calls like before where I've almost. I mean, years ago. I don't even really drive anymore. I don't own a car, but and you can tell I don't own a car because of the way I hit a guy. But yeah, so it's gonna suck because I chose not to pay for extra insurance for this rental thing. It's like an app called Turo, Turo, and it's people list their own cars for rent. And anyway, I felt bad. I barely was like, the guy came out of his car and he was being really nice and like trying to get my info and everything. He like seemed like he was really practiced at this. I don't know. Maybe he just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just so like always thrown off by everything. Like I just like, something like that happens and I just get anxious, and like I was just kind of like not even processing what happened because I was just so surprised. Because not only did I hit him, but like the front of the car I rented is like so fucked up. It's like the hood got dented. Like I mean, it's ridiculous. It didn't feel like that should have been that bad. But then once I looked at it, I was like, geez. But he was kind of like, I just think I don't know, I just was barely saying anything, and he kept saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this sucks, man. I'm sorry." I was the one that hit him. So he was a really nice guy. But yeah, it's just like I'm just like a distracted, anxious, like idiot. Like I really shouldn't even be driving. Sometimes I just really think that because if you have like anxiety and you get distracted and you just, I don't know, fidget a lot, like I don't know if you should be driving. This is me talking to myself in the past, okay? I guess I am down in the dumps about it. I'm down in the dumps. Down in the dumps. This is the sound of when you're in the dumps and you're just stuck down there. You're like, help! Somebody help me! Throw me, toss a stick out or something so I can climb out. I'm in the dumps. But that's not how life goes. Sometimes you're stuck in there.
You're just fucking stuck in the dumps. And you want to reach out and you want to talk to somebody, but guess what, bitch? You're on your own, okay? It's
that simple.
It's that simple. You're just down in the fucking dumps. There's nobody that's gonna help you. You hit somebody, and it's your fault. You're gonna have to pay to get the repair stuff. You didn't want to get the extra insurance because you want to cheap out and get the cheapest, like cheap car rental you can. So you just opted out.
Cause yeah, I always get annoyed at the like Enterprise and the real car rental places because they make you get all these extra things. And hey, good for them, because people like me will just rear-end somebody and they'll be like, oh shit, this is, God. I mean, something was bound to happen. Like, I haven't gotten a ticket in a while, and I used to get pulled over like every so often because I'm just like I said, I'm anxious and I get distracted, and I don't know if that is an excuse. Like, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but like I'm a fidgety, distracted person, and I don't really know that it's well, maybe it's related to anxiety or something, but I just I would, every so often I'd be like, oh shit, I went through that red light and I didn't realize it because I was thinking of something else. Like, it's just like ridiculous, So I would get a lot of like, I had plenty of like warnings at least, and then I would get tickets too. So, and I mean, look, this is the time you got to be grateful that something worse didn't happen. Like, at least I didn't injure somebody. I mean, fucking cars are scary. Like, everybody's afraid of like plane crashes, right? But like, I like them. Okay, you're like a pussy if you don't think it's fun to go on up. That's why I go on planes, because I'm like, what if this crashes? That will be like a fun like roller coaster ride, and then I can tell everybody about it, like write a book about it, do speeches. No, but everybody's afraid of plane crashes and stuff, but like getting in a car accident is really likely to happen. Like, at least something, or a near miss, or a near almost an accident, or just anything. I mean, look, I have a friend who never ever gets in anything, even remotely an accident. He's never even gotten a police ticket. And I don't know, like, fuck him is what I gotta say about that. I don't know. I just like, I'm not. If you would think like, oh, you're an anxious guy, then why wouldn't that would make you worry more? And that's good, because then you wouldn't ever have any problems. Like, you would never get in an accident. You'd never get a ticket because you're so worried about getting one. Nope. For some reason, I go into a car and I'm just like, I think I'm just here. Like, I guess it's related maybe to what I was talking about last time from my regular listeners. Email me and tell me what bits I should do every single episode. Just like bring them back. But maybe it's related to how I don't take care of stuff. Like, I was talking about how I break every pair of headphones. And I noticed that's like only a couple of years ago, or only maybe even less than a couple of years ago, like pretty recently, I just was like, you know what, I really got to start taking care of stuff. And now I'm really trying to not, because now when I buy something new, like this laptop it's new, and it's good, so I'm like, I'm gonna not fuck this up. Like, I'm like almost like I wish I didn't have to use it somehow, and still. But yeah, maybe that's related to me not like getting distracted while driving, and it's just like, I don't know. I've always said like, oh, I'd never get a self-driving car, but that probably wouldn't have happened. I mean, machines are like, I mean, I know, sure, one of the Teslas hit somebody and they died on a test drive, which is why I said I wouldn't get a self-driving car, because that'll happen. But they're better than me, that's for sure. They're not going to get distracted and rear-end somebody. So I don't know. We're all going to give in and get the self-driving car. I mean, I just don't get the people that are like immediately like all in on any new technology. Like, I'm always skeptical of everything that comes out. Like, I didn't get a smartphone for years. Like, I just was like, I don't care. I'm not gonna do it. It's iPhone, schmyphone. I'm not gonna, I just was used to my shittier phone, and I just thought, I didn't realize how much better it was. But yeah, I've never been I guess it's called an early. It's called like an if you're an early adopter. That means if a new technology comes out, you immediately run out and buy it. You don't wait for the bugs to be fixed. You just go out and buy it. And I'm like, I just don't get those people. Like, if a self-driving car comes out, I'm gonna wait like 5 years, or like, even though now everything moves so fast, like, I mean, at some point you won't be able to not get one though, because every car now is like every car now is basically designed like electrical instead of mechanical now. Like everything, it's like you can't fix anything yourself now because they're all built like that. I mean, they're gonna all be self-driving, and you won't be able to not have one. But I'm just not the type to immediately run out and buy a self-driving thing right away, and then and then like, what happens if you hit somebody and you have a self-driving car? Or are you liable? Because if I guess if there's an emergency stop where you can manually like adjust, then you probably will be. And the only argument people have is, oh, I was asleep, and maybe they'll have a camera in there because everything's tracked now. There's no privacy, okay? We're in 1984. There's no privacy. I mean, look, with these self-driving cars, you'll probably have a camera in there, and you have one on their phone. And all I gotta say is, wake the fuck up, people. What's it gonna take for you to wake up? Wake up. 1984 is here, people. Okay? It's here. Some of these are too much, man. You just gotta wake up and learn that 1984 is here. Orwell saw the future. He is the prophet. Join the underground rebels. Now. They're sitting near you. There is a faction of the underground. Join up. And this is that's gonna be what resisting is soon. It won't be Trump. It'll be against Big Brother. The underground rebels. Join arms. Lock arms. I mean, we are gonna get to that place. I mean, the Fallout video games are gonna come true. Yeah, there's gonna be cameras in self-driving cars. The computer controls your life already on your phone. Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna be guest hosting on InfoWars soon. All right. There's a camera in your fucking phone. There's gonna be a camera in your car. There's gonna be one everywhere you go. There's already 5G. Okay, surveillance state is here. They want you to be reliant on these technologies. Well, the street camera's here. The traffic light camera has been here for a while, monitoring when you are like me and can't drive. Well, it's gonna be anytime you do anything, you're gonna get arrested. Why aren't you guys joining my Underground Rebel newsletter? Okay. Every week we fight the good fight. I tell you tips on how to give Big Brother, on how to disown Big Brother. Big Brother no more, because you're gonna leave that family. I don't know if I have allergies. Like, every time there's like pollen out, I'm like, do I have allergies to any? Like, I do start to like sneeze more, and I'm like, should I go get tested for allergies? But I'm like, what's the point unless it's bad? Everybody probably has a little bit of something. Just, hey, just putting that the thought out there. Look, these new podcasts are going to be shorter, and they're going to be off the cuff, which they were before. There's really no difference. I just was going to try to make these shorter. But it's kind of hard because if I feel like it sucks, then I'm going to want to keep going and finish out strong. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you had a bad week. I don't want to say it's a bad weekend, but sometimes you get ruin somebody's car that you rented, and worry about how much you're gonna have to pay because you didn't opt for the additional insurance or any. And I don't have my own insurance. Why? Because I don't want to own a fucking car. I'm not part of that system, okay?
Get out of the system. You don't need a car. That's another way for another machine to track you, okay? Now get out. Just get out of the system, man. Quit going to the doctor. You think you need to go to the doctor? Be your own doctor. I have my own doctor certificate that I just made in Microsoft Word, and I said, hey, Brian is a fucking doctor. That's what it says. I got it framed. It's hanging up. Anybody who comes here and like, did you see this? Did you know this about me? And they're like, well,
That's not a real, like, doctorate, though. You're not really a doctor. It just says, like, that's just a...
No, shut the fuck up, right? You came into Dr. Ryan's laboratory.
People always say laboratory. I've always said laboratory. Some people say laboratory to be, like, cool. Dexter's Laboratory, the cartoon. Remember that, kids?
No, because I'm older than all you piece of young shit out there.
You guys gotta wake
up, alright? Enough of this. Oh, I need a car. Oh, I need to pay a car payment. I need a house. I need a mortgage payment. Oh, let me, here are the ways that you're a sucker and you're in the system. You're just a fucking sheep in the system. Number one, I need a car. Okay, you got a car permit. You own the man. Every month you owe the man money on that car. What's next? Oh, I need a house because I have a family and I need somewhere to live. Fuck you. Go in the woods. Get a shack. Unabomber style, man. He had some good ideas, right? Number three, I pay bills every month. I pay electricity. Why don't you just make your own? You know? Go out in the woods. Get one of those, like, wheel things. Put it in the water. And it'll be like a water-powered, like, wheel thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I feel like I've seen it in, like, stuff, shows, or game, or movie, or something. I don't know. Try that out. Have natural power. Get some solar panels. It's only, thousands and thousands of your life savings to get solar panel. Maybe a tiny bit of benefit. But fuck off and do it. Get out of the system.
Get solar powers. Get a windmill or whatever they're called. And it'll be water powered. Find a waterfall somewhere. Find somewhere that just has running water, and then somehow make that power up something in your cabin. Go fish like a bear. Use your mouth and grab salmon. Just become like, we're kind of close to bears, Bears can walk upright, kind of. Wait, am I retarded? Can they? I don't know. I might be retarded. Well, I know they stand when they're like trying to like scare somebody. I don't know. I'll have to do some. I don't think they walk upright now. I'm thinking about it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening to the guy in his room. Animal research facts. Do bears walk upright? Is Yogi Bear a real thing? Yes, it's based on a true story. There was a Yogi Bear that walked upright and had a friend, and they talked human. And they now live in the center of the earth, and they're the source of this recent Navy UFO site, Yogi Bear, and his boo boo. Hey, boo boo. Yeah, but and then just live off the grid, man. Ted Kaczynski. I mean, look, he might have been I don't know. Maybe technology is evil. Maybe it was. Maybe he was correct. Except he didn't really need to kill people to like make points, though. Get out of the system, people. That's my message for this podcast: is get out
of this
system.
Okay.